Did you sign up for Planet, or what did you decide? What?
Talking to her right now.
Okay, well, how am I supposed to know that? You think I got
What's it gonna
psychic
change?
power?
Is it gonna change anything?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't have conversations with you now? I just have to just whatever you just say, just that's what we do now?
You just know.
Like I said, you think I got psychic powers?
When it comes to what I'm thinking, yeah.
Huh?
Hmm? Go away. You're
Oh,
mean.
I was thinking I should just get B's.
I don't know.
Okay. You know
Suspicious
what?
activity.
I'm not talking to you.
What
You're
shoes?
being an
Let me
ass.
see.
I have to do something. I'll show you when I'm done. Guess I should turn that off.
next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. Return starts at the 3. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Outside. 18.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. On target to his back. Here's one off the tackle, but he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. That return finally ends, Brock, as they take it all the way back into the red zone. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It was Tyler Loop now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun is Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Flushed out of the pocket. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second and 10, still at the 28. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. His drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Down by Fred Warner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. No throw, 3rd and long. Absolutely fires this one right side. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Purdy. Purdy caught by his back. McCaffrey. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Purdy throwing here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds behind the lines. That's going to add a couple yards on to this 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. He's got Ayuk on that slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Jump off, caught by his back. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move to 6.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
First carry here for Jordan James. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Purdy to throw it. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 28. A pickup of 17. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Nate Wiggins has got it.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright.
He was brought down.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They go play fake with Jackson. And this one is launched downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you think your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. You got away with one.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Jackson keeping it himself. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here. Jackson now, 3rd and long. It's everything he has under this one. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 42-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down throw by Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Back now, pressure coming. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down.
3rd and 14.
Running back sent in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Purdy on first down. There's room past the 25. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first. From the gun, McCaffrey. It's inside the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers making a one-score game in the first half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10.
What is it? Report! Report! What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Hey, hey, report! 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 Shut up!
From the gun, Jackson. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Catch made by Chase Brown. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Yeah.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offensive line fast. First down. Here's Lamar. Finds a seam down the middle. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Now Jackson off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And oh He got it! Interception! That's Diamond Lenore.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
First down, Purdy to throw. Hits his running back. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Off the play fake, Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Cuts right. And he has this down to the 34. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun is Purdy. To his back it goes, Jordan James. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. He gets it again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. They've gone the wrong way twice. Need to make up that distance and more. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Taking a shot deep here. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. Luke tacks on the extra points. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 21, 49ers 14. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returnable from the 2. Escapes a defender. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
It's first and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for the back that time. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. To throw again, it's Purdy. Finds him on the slant. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. Starting the half with a give to Brown. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Lamar now from the gun. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. There's a give inside of James. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Now the run for James. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. If you get a first down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Here's Purdy to throw. This is pulled in by James. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Get set. 18.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
17. Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. And off from the pistol, it's James. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 23-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Purdy throwing here. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Purdy a quick throw, complete. Past the 35, hits the 20. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Purdy gets this from the pistol. And they pick him off again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens push their lead to 18.
49ers 17.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returnable from the 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. It is caught left side. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now. They need 7. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. 40. Now he's past the 25. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers make it an 11-point ball game. To send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Rolling out to his left. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. And is Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Return it.
The give here on 2nd. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Sit hot! 180!
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Ravens have the football, and more importantly, partner, a solid lead. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
What is it? Hey, come on. Go ahead. Report! Hey, middle. 180!
To the air on 3rd and long. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
180! Hey, report!
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Get on! First.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get it past midfield and down on the 49er side. Working quickly here. Jackson now on 3rd. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Put down. Here's Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Saw the lane, hit it quick. Call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Plowing up the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. He goes to the hurry up here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey. No, we changed it.
First down. Here's Lamar. Into the hands of Likely. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready?
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. So now from further back, another try. Here's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he only gets this one down to the 9. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Makes the catch. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 18.
Ravens 42, 49ers 24. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set.
Purdy looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both tote the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Passes across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Offense in a hurry up here.
First down, San Francisco.
Playing with James. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. 49ers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Play action now. Purdy. Finds some time left. He's running with it.
As quarterback, Kate, you gotta hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. Short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Third and just 2 to go. This is James. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working fast as that clock ticks down. Here he goes. Got to hand this on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They'll run here on 1st down. There he goes, right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I put their ability to execute the RPO with anybody in the league. And the best of the teams, when you get in that run-pass option, you create a state of conflict. You get that defense on their heels, and big plays follow.
Brown. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.